Hi Capricorns, how are you doing today? We're going to do past, present and possible outcomes of the day just to learn with the Ozo Tarot Zen pack what's going on, followed by a Secret Earth Oracle card just to concentrate and ask further questions of how we can improve our lives as humans. So what does Capricorn need to know today? Capricorn. It's always good to improve our life. So thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so very much for doing that. If you make a comment in the comment section and ask for a free card reading, I will oblige in the next video for you if you like. So, what's going on with Capricorns? Oh, here we go. What's going on with your mindset? So, Capricorns. Yeah, okay. So, mind all over the place. Not really, no. So when we have clutter in our mind and everything is just too much, it's like all the explosions and problems and all those aspects. Luckily, this is in the slight past. There's also a communication breakdowns at the moment. Have you found that? Are you waiting for communications? Or are you trying to communicate to someone and it's just tearing you apart that this waiting process isn't coming through? So let's have a look. So the new vision of thinking is very much there, but also setting your sights on something completely different will allow yourself to have a more relaxed mindset and escape the situation of the pain within the mind. So when we look to your future and transform, you can see for yourself that the new way of thinking is essential. Right, Capricorns. So traveling in your mind and also your heart, but also traveling per se. You can make things happen so much when you sort the mindset out. So thinking that things are really hard and really difficult is not the way to go. It's logically going forward and logically knowing where to land kind of aspect. So say for instance, waiting for communication. So can you precisely coordinate the thoughts and the mindset to actually communicate? Sometimes the ability to sit back and wait isn't always the best policy in certain situations, simply because some forms of communication can get lost. So it's important that speed is of the essence to get things done. You know, for instance, like if you're going for a job and you think, oh, why haven't I heard back or whatever? Just send another email and or ring up or do something in a precise way that'll get a little bit more clarity and space in between those thoughts. Right, what's else going for Capricorns? So here you have the aspect of taking in a more calmer attitude to yourself and the situation. When we travel through the mind and travel through the heart, it is the essence of being simple. It is the essence of taking pleasure in the ordinariness. A kind word, a kind act, sitting down and relaxing. This is all ordinary, but it means the world to yourself and to others. If you said to someone today, wow, I really appreciate you being in my life, that is worth a multi-billion dollars or pounds or yen or euros or any currency. I'm being flippant. But the thing is, it really does mean so much. So take pride in the ordinariness and aspire to change your mind about a lot of things. And then that little click of a switch will come in to actually give you more power to achieve. So here's the courage card. This is a great aspect when your environment is a little bit like this, and I don't know if you can see this in this, and I'm not sure if you know the Ozo Zen. I'm going to show it you a little bit. Can you see that person being really down? He's struggling, really struggling, and now he's aspiring. So it takes courage when you're feeling down to rise up and be new again. So in lots of situations, this applies too. If your environment is healthy and your vehicle of yourself is healthy, then taking courage to make that even better will aspire to growing your new growth. So we saw this card, didn't we? It flipped out. It's the control. So this again is the mind. So at the moment for Capricorns, maybe the struggle within your mindset is a little bit controlling and it hurts. Does your mind hurt today? Are the thoughts that you're thinking totally imbalanced to a productive aspect of being kind and gentle and loving to yourself? Now, certain thoughts can really damage us and can damage other people as well. So taking that step, that having that environment of a healthy mind and going through the habits, it takes a courage and understanding of habits. What is the habit that we're keeping ourselves in a poverty way of thinking or a negative aspect thinking that your situation is just too hard? And wanting a better communication to yourself is very important, but to others. But if you're listening and you're the type of person who's really trying to control a situation of communication in a negative aspect, that is going to backfire. That seed of daisy is just going to lie there on the wall and not grow. So it's a strangling, it's a fear control. Control is fear and fear is control. So that's a kind of a mindset that maybe needs to be looked at a little bit today, or maybe not. So the Sacred Earth Oracle, what's going on there? What do Capricorns? Okay, these are great cards, you'll love them. So we have contacts. So sometimes with our minds we can imagine or we can hear information and some thought, some saying, and it is out of context. So we need to know, not in a controlling way over there, but in a way that the context is real. So if someone was to say to you, or someone has said something to you, and it is causing that confused state of mind, then go back to that person or situation and ask for clarity and understanding. Say to them, did I understand correctly about this situation, or have I got it, or have I heard it wrong? Sort of own the communication. That's what's going on today for Capricorns, and that'll transform you in a more aspect that'll allow you to be a lot clearer in your mind and concise. So things can be out of context, but knowing is all powerful, isn't it? So I wish you all the best today and lots of love, and we'll see you again. Thank you for listening.